Is gold really replacing the dollar as our foreign currency? It's so dumb. So let's go over here. We're going to go to incognito thing. We're going to, sorry about the people out there doing the yard work over there. We're going to go to YouTube incognito. Incognito supposedly doesn't recognize your specific algorithm. So it doesn't recognize what you click on or anything like that. So it'll just feed you. I just let you in. It'll just feed you what they want you to see as opposed to something specific to you. So we're going to go to incognito. And we're going to type in dollar losing. And let's, dollar losing, hold a second. And we're going to see what kind of foolish behavior comes up here. All right, bad behavior, bad behavior. We'll see that guy, the dollar's worthless, okay. The dollar's losing its value, according to that guy. The collapse of the U.S. dollar, according to that guy. Let's see. Why is the U.S. dollar losing power? That's only got 8 views. But anyways, keep going. Real reason that the U.S. dollar is losing power. According to infographics, the dollar is falling fast. It's not just about exchange rates. From terrorists to global trust, something big is shifting. Oh, really? Here's Dave Ramsey. The truth about the U.S. dollar collapsing. I don't know what he talks about because I just don't care. Let's keep going because it's stupid. Here's this guy in glasses. That guy's smart. When the U.S. dollar loses reserve currency status. Whoa. Cheese Louise and blue cheese. Now, let's keep going here. The dollar is losing value. Now what? The dollar is losing control. Now what? Let's see here. The collapse of the dollar is intentional. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're all going to die. All right, that's just idiotic. So let's go over here. This is what they're talking about. They're talking about gold as a share of global official reserves. And what's happening here is gold is replacing the dollar in terms of total official reserves. And this is what everyone's saying. Look. From 2013, gold was only 13% of foreign reserve holdings, and now it's 27%, Josh. It's doubled in 13 years. Oh, my goodness, which means the only other thing is that the dollar has reduced as the metric for foreign currency holdings. Gold's gone up, the dollar's gone down in terms of the value of foreign currency holdings. Thus, people are selling dollars and buying gold. Obviously, Josh, obviously, because they want to go back to the gold standard. So let's look here, and we'll show you. Estimated global holdings as central bank holdings, we got right here. 30,000 metric tons were held by central banks in 2010. I got to be loud because those people over there. Now it's 36,400 metric tons. In 2010... 30,000 metric tons of gold were held by central banks, and now it's 36,400. That's an increase of 20% over 15 years. Interesting. All right, just it. That's it. An increase of 20% over 15 years in terms of the actual gold holdings. And yet, the reserve percentage, in terms of how much gold is as a percentage of reserve, has gone up 100%. So we increased our holdings by 20%, but the percentage has gone up by 100%. Do you see where I'm going with this here? Yes, you do, because you are smart. So what does that mean? Actually, it's very interesting. You can see we've been buying, central banks have been buying gold net, on average, going back for the last 15 years. You know, they bought 481 metric tons in 2011. They bought 861 metric tons in 2025. Again, remember, there's 36,400 metric tons held. So these aren't huge numbers, but hey, they are purchasing in the positive. Interestingly enough, they were net sellers in the odds. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Very interesting. Anyway, let's keep going here. So this is what I want to show you. If we go over here, you'll see we held 33,000 metric tons of gold in 2000 at $280 an ounce. There's only $300 billion of total foreign exchange reserves, foreign reserves. All right, in 2020, we held almost the identical amount, 33,800 metric tons, but it had gone to $1,700 an ounce. There's $1.9 trillion of value of gold reserves. All right, so let's go back here. Remember, this only goes back to 2000. Yeah, 2000. So in 2000, Gold was only 10% of official reserves, even though they held the exact same amount of tons as they did in 2020, but the price was $280 an ounce. So in 2010, gold, because it was only worth $300 billion, was only 10% of foreign reserves. In 2020, because gold was worth $1.9 trillion, was now worth 20% of global reserves. And now, because gold is worth $3,300 an ounce, it's worth 27% of global reserves. You see where I'm going? If we actually look at this on a chart that I had ChatGPT look for me here, we see the central bank gold percentage change. Look at this. The percentage change of holdings from 2000 to 2001 is hardly up at all. It's 33,000 metric tons in 2000. It's 36,400 now. In 25 years, they've only increased by 3,600 metric tons. I'm sorry. It's just not a mass selling of the dollar and a mass buying of gold. It's just not. Stupid to say that. On the other hand, the price of gold went from $280 an ounce to, I think it's at $4,100 now right now. So that is what's causing the decline of the dollar, is the mass increase in the price of gold. For whatever reason the price is going up, that's what's causing it. The increase, it's not because people are, oh my goodness, the dollar is losing its currency. It's just not because of that. It's because of the price. And when the price goes back down, guess what's going to happen to the dollar as a reserve? It will go up. It's a seesaw. No one's buying the euro to replace the dollar. No one's buying the yen, for heaven's sake. No one's buying the Chinese crap. It's all either the U.S. dollar or gold. As the price of gold goes up, the dollar shrinks in foreign reserves. As the price of gold goes down, the dollar increases as foreign reserves. It's not because the quantity so much. It's just not, man. Anyway, it's just, it's funny. The dollar's collapsing as a percentage of Federal Reserve requirement, or Federal Reserve requirements. Global reserve currency. It's not. Price of gold's going up. Anyway, so I want to read you this right here from my man Abba Lerner in 1947. He says, "It is no longer a paradox to declare that the value of gold depends on the possibility of getting dollars for it, rather than the other way around. The value of gold is contingent on how many dollars you can get for it, just like Bitcoin, I might add. You're not selling your dollars to get gold. You're selling your gold to get dollars, because the dollar is what you use to buy things." And he goes on to say, this is fantastic. And it's just funny because I was reading this economist, Mark Feldstein, who said, no one listens to Abba Lerner anymore. And that was in 1992. I just kind of chuckled. All right. Money, as I've said repeatedly, is what we use to buy things, the dollar bill. The basic condition for its effectiveness is that it should be generally acceptable. Yes, like Bitcoin, like the gold, it's not generally acceptable. Just not, as a means of exchange. Its transformability into gold and the guarantee of this possibility of gold backing, or any other kind of backing, are nothing but historical accounts of how acceptability came to be established in certain cases. These are possibly the only ways in which generally acceptability could be established prior to the development of the well-organized sovereign national states of modern times. General acceptability had to be transferred in some such way from something which had already been acquired in the course of history. So we had to say, look, man, I don't know who you are. I don't know what this country is. I don't know, but I do know gold. I will take gold, but I'm not going to take your crazy foreign dollar just because you show up in the Middle East at some point to buy my lambs. I'm not going to do that. But if general acceptability could be established in any other way, these historical methods would no longer be necessary or relevant, 100%. So dude, I fell for it for many years. Gold. It's idiotic, man. It's idiotic by ignorant people who don't know. They just don't know. Or they don't want to know. But the whole point is gold. We all knew what gold was back in the day before we had some massive system of reserve requirements, reserve currencies, of global trade. We just don't. Now we do. We just do. And as such, the idea that gold is replacing the dollar is just silly. At some point, the price of gold will drop back in value. I mean, it was at 5,000 not even that long ago. Now it's back in right about 4,000. That's a 20% decline right there. The dollar hasn't dropped 20% any day, or any year. That's for damn sure. Anyway, it's idiotic. All right, God bless. Smash that like button. Love your thoughts. We'll see ya.